Welcome back to Out of the Spotlight. Our next guest is someone who can make you laugh for hours. That is Maxwell Simkins. Maxwell has starred in numerous movies and TV shows, so you probably recognize him from Meet the Coopers, where he starred alongside Diane Keaton, Timothee Chalamet, Ed Helms, and more. He also played a huge role in Bizaardvark on Disney Channel alongside Olivia Rodrigo and Ethan Wacker. His most recent work includes The Sleepover on Netflix and, of course, The Mighty Ducks Game Changers on Disney+. I am so excited to get to know him more, and let's get ready to laugh. Maxwell Simkins, welcome to Out of the Spotlight.
Thank you so much.
It's so nice to see you.
It's great to see you too.
It's so funny because we've been obviously watching you on the Mighty Ducks Game Changers, and one of my childhood friends, he is watching as well. And before I even knew I was going to interview you, he would always text me saying, "I love Nick. He's my favorite. He's so funny." So when I told him 2 days ago that I was going to chat with you, he was like over the moon.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So shout out to Diddy.
That's right. P. Diddy. That's right. Yeah.
Well, before we get started, I have to show you a little something. I have a little message for you.
All right, that's it. Oh, that ruined the mood. Boo. Guys don't know, I'm from Philadelphia. Huge Philadelphia fan. I probably so much merch over there in the other room. But I'm at all the Phillies games, and she just holding an Astros sign. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I had to pull out an Astro sign because I know that Maxwell is a huge Phillies fan. And
right.
What are the odds that we are chatting right now and we're going to be seeing each other at the World Series?
That's right. Yeah, we got to make a bet on it.
Yes, I was about to say, we should make a little friendly bet.
Let's do it.
If the Astros win, I'll mail you an Astros jersey or hat.
All right, let's do
Maybe
it.
You can post it on your story.
Let's do it. Yeah, we'll make that deal.
And if the Phillies win, I will put on a Phillies hat or jersey or something.
There you go. I'm going to do the same thing.
I love it.
My dad goes, I'm going to shave my head. No, I'm not betting that one.
I like the dad's, he's going for it.
Yeah,
a bet.
He's all the way.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for chatting with us, and love what you do. You're so talented, hilarious. So thank you for making me and everyone laugh.
So much. It means a lot, really.
Tell us a little bit more about you. Where did you grow up, and how did you get into acting?
Yeah, so I was born and mainly raised in Philadelphia till I was 12. When I was 6, I started acting. I started off with a local small agency. I always loved acting and making people laugh and entertaining people, and that was always the greatest thing for me when I was little. And when I was 6, I was blessed enough to audition for a movie called And So It Goes with Michael Douglas and Diane Keaton. It's directed by Rob Reiner, and I was 6. He'd say I was 10. That's crazy. I was 6 when I started. I was 6 because I've been doing it for 10 years now. I'm 16. He's crazy. Ignore him.
You're like, Dad, get it.
Yeah, I was like, Dad, leave. You don't know what you're doing. I was 6. Yes, I keep pride. I'm a veteran. I've done this 10 years. But yeah. So I did it. I did that, and I remember very, very well. On the last stage of auditioning, I was reading lines with Rob Reiner, and he messed up the lines, and I corrected him. And now imagine this little 6-year-old going, "Sir, you did that wrong," to Rob Reiner, but he thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So thanks to that, I booked my first job. And
that is amazing. I love that you had no shyness in that. Hey, look, this is how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
After that, did Love the Coopers follow? Okay,
yes.
Okay, that Coopers. Is such so good.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Love the Coopers, I think, was 2 years after. Or around that time frame. But that was probably the first bigger movie I did.
Yeah.
That was really fun. At the time, I had no clue who I was working with. Looking back on it, it was such a loaded cast. It was incredible. It was like the Phillies coming up in the World Series. That's what it was like. But, yeah, it was really, really magical and special. And, yeah, I got to work with some incredible people in that film, like Ed Helms, Diane Keaton again. Timothee Chalamet. It was really fun.
So good. And that's what I kind of remember. I think Anthony Mackie as well.
Yes,
and
yes.
Olivia Wilde.
Yep,
I mean,
that's right.
Like you mentioned, Timothee.
Yep.
How was the atmosphere?
It was really cool. Again, I was 9, maybe 10. So it was I wasn't really fathoming what it was really like working with these people. But I just remember being so much fun every day. The whole cast and crew was so much fun to work with. I was a kid. Well, I still am a kid, but I was a lot younger. And I remember just like Timothy, for example. He was like 18, freshly 18. Like he was just the first movie he ever did by himself. And I remember we'd go to like some restaurant. I remember this actually. We went to some restaurant in the mall where we filmed a bunch of scenes together, and they gave out baseball cards whenever you'd eat there. And we'd just go there, and he'd give me the baseball cards, and he'd like play baseball cards with me. Like he was a really great guy. And it was a really great movie to film.
So that's what he seems like, such a
Yes,
fun person. What followed that film?
It followed that film. I think I did a couple more films, and then eventually the next big thing was Bizaardvark on Disney Channel. Yes, I did that. That was wow. That was like time of my life. That was incredible. It was yeah. If you guys didn't know, I was on Bizaardvark, the show on Disney Channel, with some incredible people, as in Madison Hill, Olivia Rodrigo, Devore Leverage, Ethan Wacker. Wow, those people are like my family to this day. It's like I can't forget that. It was like I was like 11, 12 ish, and it was filmed in downtown Los Angeles, like a studio, and we literally lived walking to, like literally from here to a wall, like so close to each other. So I remember Ethan, me, and Olivia would always, I mean, like every other night after filming, we'd walk down to the Regal Theater by where the Clippers and Lakers play, Staples Center, and he loved watching movies. Ethan and Olivia and him loved hanging out, and they were always like, "Hey, let's bring Max." And I always got to come, and it was always so much fun.
And it's such a good cast, and that's what I love about. I mean, everyone that you mentioned, so down to earth, and I mean, it was a huge thing. I do remember that, and I do remember as well Kim Possible, and you got to be part of that. What was that experience like?
I'm not gonna lie, that experience was very short and very quick. It was because my character was a little surprise character at the end.
Yeah,
I wasn't really doing any of the press. I wasn't doing anything like that. It was more like surprise at the end, you know.
Here I am.
Yeah, exactly. So one of the things that happened was I was pressing the low.
No, you're good. I got freaked out. I was like, oh my God, I lost him.
No, I'm sorry. But yeah, so it was basically a very short experience. It was like one day I flew out, I shot my couple of scenes for like 2 or 3 days, and I flew back, and that was really it. It was short but really fun experience. The premiere was incredible, and I got to work with Sadie again, so that was really cool.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you've been part of so many memorable and fun projects. So cool. And obviously, we have to talk about the Sleepover on Netflix.
That's right.
I mean, so good. Do you remember the audition or how that came about? Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember actually every single audition I did for that one. It's very random. I had napped the whole car ride there. I don't know if that had something to do with my performance, but it was a lot more like mellow and laid down to earth.
Relax.
And they loved it. So it was like, I remember the very first audition, I come out the audition, I was like yawning. My mom's like, "What?" And I went in, and then I killed it. I did really good. And then by the second or third audition, I read with Lucas. Shout out to Lucas. Oh, he's awesome.
Hey, Lucas.
Yeah, that's right. I read with Lucas. And it was just such a bond straight off the gate. And then we flew out to Boston where it was shot. I met everyone. Shout out to Joe Manganiello. Incredible guy. I met Cree at the airport. It was funny. I was walking in LAX with my dad. I was like, "Yeah, you wonder if anyone else from Sleepover was here." Person right in front of me turns around and goes, "Hi." It was Cree and her mom. Oh. So that was a crazy coincidence. But yeah, it was really cool.
That is so cool. And someone that I love that was in that movie is Carla Souza. So she's from films and TV shows I've seen with her. She's just so like natural. She's just so good.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
The Mighty Ducks, game changers.
Yes.
I mean, we have to talk about the Mighty Ducks because I'm obsessed with anything the Mighty Ducks. And obviously I got to chat with your castmate, Tegan Burns. And I mean, I told her, I was just like, I grew up watching the Mighty Ducks. I heard about the show and I was literally counting down the days. And you guys did not disappoint at all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It means a lot.
Did you audition for your current character, Nick, or how did that come about?
Yes. So basically, the way it worked was it was the normal audition process. I did one audition, the second audition, and then normally in the acting world, you get the first audition, then you get a callback, then you either get the job or maybe sometimes they'll have a testing phase. I probably auditioned for Nick, I'd say 7 or 8 times.
Oh, wow.
Lot of
That's
times.
a lot.
That's a lot of times. Because I come in first time, great. Second time, great. Third time, great. And then they do something which is the testing, where they have you read with other people who they have for the other roles and see what the chemistry is like. But it was so many people they thought could play this, or maybe there was a lot of maybes. It was like, maybe we do this with that character. Maybe this character is that. So it was a lot of like, oh, try these two and these two and these three. And eventually the dots aligned. I think it came out really well. But yeah, it was really, I'm really lucky and blessed that I was able to play Nick.
I mean, I cannot see anyone else playing Nick. So I am so happy that they did the right thing because you are, I mean, I think you posted something maybe yesterday or today, or maybe Disney Plus did, but it was just, they called you the voice of reason.
Yes.
And I'm like, yes, that's Nick. That absolutely is. I mean, anytime that you have a scene, a line, you have things to say, I'm like, he's going to just like make us laugh, and he's going to say something that's so wise and true.
That's right. That's right. There you go.
And would you say you're similar to your character, to Nick?
I'd like to think so. Same thing. I like to think, yes, he's the voice of reason.
What was it like working with one of my favorite coaches of all time, Coach Bombay, aka obviously Emilio Estevez?
Yes, Emilio was incredible to work with. He's great actor, great mentor, great person. I remember the second episode of the first season, we had like a really big dialogue scene together outside of the Ice Palace about Coco. No, it was Coco Steve. What am I saying? Coco Steve is the guy she dated, Winnie dated at the Coco bar.
Yes. The Coco. Yeah, y'all were like bonding. Yes. I remember that.
Yeah. So we had a big dialogue about that. And yeah, he was really great to work with right off the bat, because when you're first starting a show, you don't really know the ropes of the show and get the vibes. But he really was very calm right from the get-go, really helped everyone sink into it,
Oh, I like that. And did you watch The Mighty Ducks before you got the role, or did you kind of start preparing for it by watching?
Yes. So I had watched the first one because it had just come out on Disney Plus a little whiles before I got the audition. I hadn't seen the second or third one. I'm not going to lie to you. I had never seen the second or third one until I booked the job, then I watched them. But yeah.
You had to do your homework.
That's right.
Do you have any maybe like fun behind the scenes moments or funny on-set moments that you recall?
Funny on-set moments? Yeah. So my dad was actually just talking to me about that. Basically, one time towards the end of filming, I think it was like the last week or so, Brady Noon, he had his license, don't worry.
Okay. I love the way this is going to go now. Yes. You're like, it's legal.
Yes, it is legal. Lauren Graham let us drive her electric car to McDonald's, and he got me lunch. Because we were like, so funny story, we get in the car, right? We're driving around the set, we're driving around everywhere, it's really fun. And then he's like, you want to go to McDonald's? I'm like, yeah, sure. So we start just pulling out, going on like the highway, cruising down. And then we get to the McDonald's, right? And the driveway, like, it's literally a turn like this. Like, it's so sharp. He was like, we're not going to risk it. We're going to go inside. And we went inside. We ordered McDonald's. We came outside. And he looks at me and goes, we're not eating in the car. I was like, touche. And then that was it.
I love it.
I just remember that. That was so much fun.
I like that you guys were like, you know what? Something bad might happen, so we're going in.
Yeah, we're going in. That's right.
Smart.
That's right.
Something else, too, that I really enjoy about season 2 is just how much we're getting to learn about each character. Like, we're learning so much more. What was it like filming season 2?
Season 2 was really fun, mainly because, like you said, you get to learn a lot more about each character individually, and you also get to learn more about the arc of each character. I feel like it's more, this season you dive more into each character's personal life, What
was it like watching the very first episode of season 1? The first one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like watching myself on anything I do.
Stop!
I haven't seen episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of season 1 or 2, 3, 4 of 2. I just like to watch the first episode of each because A, I already lived it, so I already know how everything pans out. And B, I I don't know. I feel like I'm a perfectionist to the point where I'm like, Max, you should have looked over there at that time. You should have hit the line harder there. Like, I'm always gonna nitpick something. So I feel like I always just watch the first episode to get like a little taste of it, see how I did and stuff like that. But I can never watch all of it, or else I'm gonna sit with my thoughts.
You're such an old soul, and I
Thank
love
you
that.
so
You're
much.
like so like that is so oh my like I've heard that before.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, that's so crazy. And it's funny because like work that I've done in the past, obviously not for the podcast, but just like when I worked for NBC Houston, there were some interviews that I just would not watch because like you said, being a perfectionist, I would after the live shot or after an interview ended, I would be like, you know what? I feel I was hard on myself. It wasn't like everyone would congratulate me. They'd be like, great, good job. That was great. And I'd be like, I'm still not watching it.
Exactly. It's like, it doesn't matter what you say. I'm still not.
But here, let me tell you this. You are so good.
Thank you so much.
You got to know that. I hope, you should hear that a lot. You're so good. Your delivery is always on point.
Thank you.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a talent. It truly is.
You
can't, it's hard to learn that. So just know that you're freaking good.
Thank you. Thank you.
And are you comfortable playing hockey now, or did you play hockey before or skate?
I didn't play hockey. I went through like a hockey phase actually right before I booked the show where like every weekend my mom would take me and my little brother to the ice rink and we'd just skate around with the pucks and sticks. Even today, I don't think I'm good enough to play with kids my age, but I think I know the ropes. I have a pretty good shot. But besides that, I don't think I can really, keep
competitive. No tackles or anything like that on the ice. At least not yet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Are you currently in school or how does that work?
I do homeschool. Yeah.
And what are some things that you like to do for fun?
For fun, like acting, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
No, I also write a lot of music. I rap.
Yes.
I play basketball. Go Sixers. I went to a Sixers game last night. We finally got a win. And that's kind of it, really. I play with my friends. I play video games with my friends. I play with my little brother. And that's kind of it. It takes a lot of time. So.
I love that. Yeah, I saw that you went to the game. Yeah, I like basketball too. It's
really?
Way back in the day I played.
Really?
Back when I was a little bit more, it was weird. It was like I was one of the tall kids when I was like 10, 11,
really?
Maybe. Yeah, and then I think I just grew too fast. And then there was one day I walked in and I was just like, yep, I'm just going to stick to swimming now. But I was quick.
That's good. That's good.
What advice would you give to aspiring actors out there?
I think the biggest thing is just to be yourself. These are the exact words I was told by Cameron Boyce. I got the chance to meet him one time. No words. I know I'm going off topic here, but trust.
I have a lot to say about him.
He sent me a video when I worked for Disney Channel because they knew how much I loved him. And he sent me a video and it said these exact words. He said to me, always be professional, be on time, be yourself, and be kind. And that will get you everywhere in life. And that really stuck with me to this day. That really stuck with me. So, yeah.
Where did you meet Cameron Boyce?
I met him in Canada, in Vancouver, when we were filming actually season 1 of The Ducks. Or no, it might have been Kim Possible. Both of those were filmed in Vancouver similar times. But, I just remember walking in. I saw him in the lobby, and I didn't speak. On my life, I didn't say a word. I just sat there, and he was like, how many seasons? Because he knew I had been on Bizaardvark through the people at Disney Channel. He was like, oh, yeah, how many seasons you done? I just went like this. It's like I couldn't speak, and my dad was just laughing, and I didn't actually get a picture, but I have that video he sent to me, and I have that for the rest of my life. And I also have an autograph from him in my room. There you go.
And you have that advice. I mean, that's
right.
Deep. That's so good. Yeah, he's so talented. I remember just watching him all the time and just being in awe with his heart, first of all, just like such a kind person and then so talented where I'm like, I was just like, he sings, he dances. Like,
exactly.
I remember, that was such a loss, but that's amazing that the advice that you carry on with you came from him.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. Of course, we have to talk about rapping because
there we go.
I saw a video. I think it was, I don't know, it was like, maybe it was DJ Watts like tapping and you were just going with it. And you are so good. So how did you get into into rapping, or how did you discover that talent?
Actually, I have my mom to thank for that. So, of course, growing up in Philadelphia, that's something always in the East Coast that's really always been a prominent thing. But really, I remember I had an audition one night, and not the greatest choice for my mom, but it made me who I am today, and it's great. I watched 8 Mile.
Yes.
It's an incredible movie. But ever since then, I just remember watching, like, Eminem grab the mic and just going with it. And the way he just attacks and, like, moves with the mic and the lyrics, it's crazy. And ever since then, I don't know, I tried it for myself, and I just felt a bond with it. That's kind of how it was with acting. Since then, I've stuck with it, and hopefully I plan to release something one day, and hopefully it does good. There you go.
Yes. Well, hey, you'll have me here.
That's
waiting
right.
for your the drop.
Thank you.
That is so good. Is it something that you kind of do in public yet, or you're kind of just working on it on the side?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's not something like I'll freestyle with my friends. I'll freestyle sometimes. I can't freestyle on this. I'm sorry, just because I learned the hard way, because I freestyled on Instagram one time, and there's a difference between the beat and me rapping. So on Zoom or whatever, so I can't do it because then it comes out terrible, and then it's a whole thing. But in person, I like to believe it's a lot better, and yeah, I do that, and I've performed a couple times. But yeah, I'm trying to write something again with the perfectionism. Still haven't been able to write a complete mixtape or something, but we're working on it one day.
I love it. Well, I'll be here waiting. And yeah, you're so good, so talented, and you're such a nice person.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be right back with some rapid fire questions. We're going to step it up.
Let's do it.
Okay, first question. Top 3 favorite rappers.
Oh, I waited for this question for so long. Drake, Eminem, and Meek Mill. There you go.
So good. And I love how much you love Eminem. That's my favorite.
Yes. Oh my God.
Hands down.
I could go on an hour rant about this. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Eminem. Yeah, I have the same birthday with Eminem, actually. Like, he just turned 50 this year.
Oh, it's your birthday.
Yes.
I mean, if that's not a sign that you two should collaborate one day.
One day, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there you go.
I love it. No, he's so good. Like, I'm telling you, I grew up listening to him, and
exactly.
Oh yeah, so good. Next question. I know that you basically live next to Hershey headquarters, so I have to ask you, favorite candy?
I'd go Hershey, but honestly, the best thing I've had recently was the cookies and cream Hershey. Those are so good. So good.
And is it kind of like the Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in there?
No, it's not like that. It's more of like an amusement park, because the actual chocolate factory has been closed since like the 70s, to the public at least. Like, you can't go in and just like touch the chocolate. Like, my dad tells me stories of sorry to expose how old you are, but back in the 70s, he tells me stories about being able to like go grab the fresh kiss and stuff. But now, no, you can't do that.
I wonder why they closed it.
Probably because of like safety reasons or like health.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite original Mighty Duck. Do you have a favorite duck?
Probably Charlie Conway, just because he's like, the main leader guy,
I hope y'all get to work with him. Let's just throw that in there.
That'd be
right? That would be cool. That's like I'm like, come on, guys. What's the hold up?
Let's do it.
Gotcha. Favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Oh, favorite
or side dish?
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like any Thanksgiving food. I like turkey. Still really dry, but turkey. There you go.
Wait. Tell me, you don't like any Thanksgiving food?
No. Cranberries, mashed potatoes, carrots. I don't know, not carrots. I don't know what you eat for Thanksgiving. I don't like any of that food. It's so dry and like bland. I don't like that. Like, order me a pizza.
I love that usually people say, I love all of it. You're like naming all of them, saying, nope.
All so dry and like bland, like sticky in your mouth. It's terrible.
Have you heard that one song that's like all about the Thanksgiving dishes? It's like potatoes, beans, something.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
I don't like that song.
You should make like the opposite, like the I hate Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I hate beans, potatoes. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so I asked this question to Tegan Burns, but I need your version. I need to hear what Maxwell Simkins will say to this question. So, if you were stranded on a deserted island, how would your Mighty Ducks castmates help? or not help, perhaps, but what would they
That's
bring?
a really good question.
So let's start with Tegan Burns.
All right,
Let's
Tegan.
start with her.
I think Tegan would be the one to like really calm everyone down, take a minute, realize, all right, we're stranded, we gotta do something. DJ, I feel like he'd be the guy that'd be like, all right, guys, here's what we gotta do. Here's the plan. Let's do it. I feel like Brady would also do that. Like, here's the plan, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I'd be the one freaking out. Like, oh my God, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Luke, I think Luke would also be like calm. He'd be like keeping his composure. And then I think Naveen would be like, yeah, bro. Like, he's always so chill. It doesn't matter the situation. He's always like smiling and happy. So he'd just be like, yeah, all right. Like, he's down for whatever. Sway, though. She'd probably, you know what? She'd probably come up with some answer like, you know what, guys? Don't worry. I got a laptop in my back pocket. Like, she's always prepared for everything. Like, when we go to a mall or something, her little fanny pack thing, whatever that thing's called, you can find anything in there. I swear, anything.
She's like Mary Poppins.
That's right, like Mary Poppins.
I love it. Well, it's funny because y'all are pretty spot on with your answers. That means that y'all really know each other. You've spent a lot of time together.
Yes.
Well, Maxwell, you are so much fun, and yeah, you are so talented, and it was such an honor chatting with you, and thank you for making time.
Well, thank you so much, and yeah, let's go Phillies. Boom.
Ooh, let's go Astros. So we can start like a social media war.
Perfect. Let's do it. Thank you. Send it to me. And
Yes.
no, the bet's on. I'm gonna buy an Astro hat. I'm gonna post about it if we lose. But if we win, I gotta see where that Phillies hat.
I'll be decked out in Phillies if we don't win.
There you go. Let's go Phillies.
Well, oh wait, last question. Any upcoming work or projects that you can talk about?
Nothing I can talk about right now, and nothing really too exciting. Nothing too exciting.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. And yeah, we will keep watching you and the Ducks on Disney Plus.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maxwell.
It was great talking to you.